So I was here wondering why I was going through all these like bad feelings. Like a week ago, I was literally like, why can't I just deal with this feeling? Like, this is driving me insane and I want to be better than this. Why can't I deal with it and heal it and go? Like, why can't I deal like a normal person? The feeling was all about me being triggered, just insecure, constantly upset. And I was really hard on myself. So I spoke to God and I was like, please, like, why? Why am I being like this? Please help. And I mean, I kid you not, it's been consistent, like those feelings coming in and out. Since before last week. It was just like last week when I sat down and was like, what's going on? And why? What is wrong with me? See, I tend to be really hard on myself anytime my flaws come up. I really I don't like having flaws. I don't. And I don't like when anybody lets me know that they know I have flaws. It's frustrating. And not always, but sometimes. Sometimes. Not always. And today the feeling came up, and I was like, wait a minute. This doesn't feel quite like usual. I'm thinking I'm just going through the motions and struggling with these feelings again and again, not knowing how to deal with them and being frustrated because I can't figure out how to heal them. But a big lesson for me was to call on spirit and then learn how to trust in that calling, learn how to trust in that relationship to get where I need to go. And it seems to me now that I've been feeling all of that so consistently so as to get comfortable with the feeling and start learning, like start changing my narrative of the feeling and start learning how to deal with it just through exposure and just through like engaging with the teachings that I'm used to or not used to that I've learned that I've adopted throughout just studying growth and whatnot. But I started to ask myself, I didn't even get to asking myself again. I kind of just was sitting and talking with myself, with God, just in the space about how I was frustrated that I had these feelings, but I knew myself and I know where I've come from. I know that I've taken note from this. Like it it didn't feel good fully. It didn't feel good for real at all. But it felt safer. It felt like safer territory and it felt like it wasn't calling my whole existence into question. It wasn't a feeling anymore that told me I was failing. It was a feeling that was trying to teach me that it was okay. And in particular, this is a reference to a relationship I had recently had. I don't know about other people, but I have a lot of insecurities when it comes to being a girlfriend, especially because I've had a lot of triggers and I can get really upset about a lot of things. And I hate how it shows up and I hate the trust that is called into question. There's just a lot of things about it that make me feel like I have always been a terrible girlfriend or partner or whatever else. But I feel like without that moment to just sit before last week and say like I need help, like I hate this. I feel like garbage and I can't get rid of the feeling. I've been feeling this for so long and it won't heal. Like I just keep feeling terrible about myself. And I don't know what to do about that. No matter how normalized it is for me, I feel like this is the worst kind of flaw to have. This is the worst kind of person to be. And today to kind of have the feeling that God is with me, that I am with myself, and that it's okay, even if I didn't fully believe it, was so much better. And it was so meaningful. I don't even know what to say. Like it makes me speechless because I had that moment of deep pain, not knowing where trusting God and myself would get me. And I continuously struggled with that pain to only just now realize like I'm being brought out of it. And that's really a blessing because I hate this. And not only that, but to know I am better than that. Like I'm healing that. I get to know that the things I did wrong were a thing of the past, and I get to trust that for once instead of feeling like it's always going to sneak back up on me. Like I still have that subconscious feeling, but on top of being okay and feeling like like there's love within me, I get to come back and be like, that stuff is of the past and that stuff doesn't define me no matter how many times, people may have felt hurt by what the ways I reacted. Like they're allowed that hurt and I'm allowed to feel like that's not who I am anymore.